House Chicago is your disco. 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 Disco. Jacked up.
When I see the red lights, I think I'm ready. Red lights, I think I'm ready. When I see the red lights, moving faster, I think I'm
That's how we do some house music here on Clubhouse Radio. What up? It's Jess. Hope you enjoyed my set. Don't worry, we'll post that up for you so you guys can download it. We got previous mixes you can download off our SoundCloud. Go to our website and get the link, all right? Coming up next is Lady Kate right here on Clubhouse Radio.
Want to be part of the club? Log on clubhouseradio.us. Download mixes, check out the pics, interviews, tour dates, and more. Clubhouseradio.us. We'll be back after this.
Today, you brushed your teeth. You skipped the floss. You combed your hair. You took the train. You did the crossword. You missed 22 across. You went to work. You had a meeting. You ate your lunch. You had another meeting. You wondered, how is anyone supposed to get any work done around here with so many meetings? You left the office. You took the train. You ate your dinner. You brushed your teeth. You did all the things that one normally does the day before a brutal EF5 tornado rips through town, leaving 30,000 people without power. You never know when the day before is the day before. Prepare for tomorrow at ready.gov/today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Genital herpes is a sexually transmitted disease that affects about 1 out of every 6 Americans. If you have symptoms like a rash, pain, itching, or sores in the genital area, see your doctor for diagnosis and treatment and find out about how you can avoid transmitting the disease to others. It doesn't have to interfere with your life. Herpes, don't let it rock your world. Get the facts. For more information, call the National STD Hotline at 1-800-227-8922.
Getting drunk like that at your sister's graduation party.
You can preach.
He doesn't have a drinking problem.
You can deny.
If you come home drunk again, mister, you are gone.
Threaten.
You're a drunk.
Or yell. But if your son or daughter has a drinking problem, the best thing you can do is call. With the National Council on Alcoholism and Drug Dependence, call us at 1-800-475-HOPE. That's 1-800-475-HOPE. Get through to us, and we'll help you get through to them. Just don't give up. This public service message brought to you.